Because right now, I'm half tempted to send these to Daddy afterwards. Because it's lifetimes of this shit. You don't get to control me, Daddy. I'm gonna show up at your fucking door. Do you want to play that game? Do you want to see how you, withstand? Because you know it's like, I'm gonna fuck you so hard because I want to fucking strangle you because I drive you fucking crazy. No shit. You do the same goddamn thing to me. So, welcome to both sides of the fucking coin, because I might have had word of my bond and blah 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 and all the shit to have to purge shit to you to do lovely awakenings, but your fucking willpower of there is a reason we were 2 states away. You know why? Because the buildup is going to make you fucking explode, and it's gonna make me a raging fucking bitch until I do. I'm happy, all sorts of shit, all day, every day. Because I don't let it get to me. That may make me do fucking shrooms, and I realize I want to punch your fucking face. Because it's lifetimes of you. When you can have me, you don't want me. As soon as I move on, then you want me. And all of this shit because of your fucking, if I touch you, I might become obsessed. Well, no fucking shit. Did you ever think we were made for that? And don't you worry, because my rage is not just at you. It is totally at your fucking father. Because, and he knows it. He knows it's like, I want to punch. I can't rage fuck him. I want to rage fuck you. I'm gonna punch him and be a pain in his ass. It would be a lot better for you to just get the rage fuck. Because this shit, I'm so fucking over it. I am so fucking over it. So, if you want to stick with your willpower and stick with all of that shit and not speak any words and not admit that you might want to rage fuck me because I drive you fucking crazy like you do me, you're just really, really lucky. They made me go on a fucking spiritual journey. And because then they took you down a spiritual journey while I had to puke it to you. To be on the other side of wanting to punch your face in. Because this shit, I will not just sit and wait for you, mister. That is all love and light shit. Yep. And that has been lifetimes of that. So if you expect me to do that, that is not happening this time. Fuck that shit. I will go be happy without you. If that is what your stubborn ass is gonna choose. Because that's your stubborn ass, not mine. Yours. You. We end up hurting each other every single fucking time. By not getting together because you're too scared that you might become obsessed. Do you see how your willpower is a huge pain in your ass and ends up breaking your heart every single time? Where if you would actually admit that I make Mad Daddy see color in the world, Mad Daddy actually fucking smile, Mad Daddy actually get a boner when he has seen a shed ton of other women that don't cause that to fucking happen. So, you can keep doing with your willpower, see how well, because do you understand the patience that you have tried to put me through for fucking lifetimes. Do you get that? Always waiting for you to be ready. Why do you think they took me on a fucking spiritual journey this lifetime? To end up collecting all the shit. To keep me fucking preoccupied. To give you fucking time for me to puke it back at you. For me to have to come fucking love and learn my lessons along the fucking way. All of it. So, I see all of it, but I see your stubborn ass for what it is. And it's gonna hurt you. I can see why they get fucking popcorn. Why they want popcorn. Why the universe? They think this is fucking hilarious. Because there's nothing they can do. Because if you actually understood who you are and your father is, I want to fucking punch your father. I don't want to rage fuck you. There's nothing that any angels, spiritual guides, anybody can do to intercede with your both stubborn asses and my stubborn ass, and why they took me on a spiritual journey to try and get me to surrender and blah blah blah. I have surrendered to my max. I dare your father to come in right now with his horniness, because I will eat his fucking head off right now. Not a good call for him to come in right now. No, probably not. That's probably why he's waiting for me to rage fuck you first, because he knows I want to rip his balls off, and that is why they sent me down the path of publicly ripping his balls off first. For me to realize and surrender and blah, 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 and all the shit. For me to then realize why I'm so happy every single day. It's because I want to punch both of your fucking faces. And I know how to compartmentalize all of that shit until it comes to sex and all of that other shit. And then I want to kill bitches. So, they make me take shrooms and then it all comes out. I take shrooms. And that is when love and light and all of that shit goes out the fucking window and you get true emotions. Because do you want to know what we have done for lifetimes, Daddy? Let me explain this to you. Either I shut down on you so you can't read me anymore. This goes for your father too. That is why they purposely had me puke everything that was going at me, like happening to me at you, so that you just didn't internalize it this time as it being you, because you knew it wasn't fucking you because I was puking it at you. So then you take it into your own hands and try and control and manipulate the situation, because then you try and tell me I'm loony toony, which is what you have done for lifetimes of this shit. Because we're gonna take you now, Daddy, through a history lesson of you wanting to be a stubborn pain in the ass. Because if you look at the beginning of time, Adam and Eve, it was really Adam and Lilith. Adam wanted Lilith to submit. And when she wouldn't, she threw a fucking temper tantrum and stormed off. So you went to Daddy and had Daddy send you a new one that submitted to your will. And look at your karmic bitch slap that you have had to deal with this lifetime, because that meant your heart was actually open and stuff, and you got walked on this lifetime, because I have been open and willing to find compromise for fucking lifetimes. Fucking lifetimes. Your stubborn ass. And then we'll go to when, you were Jesus and I was Mary Magdalene. And you tried to shame the, loony, toony, magical, witchy bitch part of me, which has caused the problem that we are dealing with fucking now in the world. And I get it. My fucking temper tantrum has caused some fucking problems. And I am fixing those. That is my whole spiritual journey. Blah, blah, blah. Bitch slap. Keeper of secrets. All this shit. But what's your stubborn ass doing? Watching me? You're gonna watch me leave. Again. Or you could just admit and then rage fuck me like I fucking need. I'm gonna show up again. And this is where they have grabbed the popcorn and all the shit. So we are good. We are fucking good. If you ever watched Hancock, yep, that explains a lot. Because I am your kryptonite, and why you see it as an obsession and all of that shit. But at the same time, you don't know who you are, and life is dead, and you want to kill and to be an angry mad daddy without me. Why is that so fucking hard for you to admit? Why? 4 fucking lifetimes. I know that you probably only understand this lifetime, but just think about that. Why is it so hard for you to admit that you want to rage fuck me, you want to punch me, you want to do all that shit? Because it is a clean slate if you come and fuck me soon. If not, there is some issues. Some issues, just like your father. You stubborn pain in my ass. And yes, this witchy bitch drives you fucking crazy. And has this lifetime and many more in the past. I know, I get that. I don't know why, because we have hurt each other and all this shit. If you only remember this lifetime. But ask yourself those questions. Why do you smile? Why do people not look at you as mad daddy? Why do you think I can get your dick to raise when others can't? There's a fucking reason. And why is your willpower getting in the goddamn way again? You understand that my naughty fucking side, my Lilith side, all of that I used to call Ginger, because when we were, original, I did have red hair and all that, and I couldn't understand why. That witchy bitch comes out. Yes, to rage fuck you, and you get to choose if it is in a good way all day or in a not so good way. You choose that by your fucking willpower and making me have fucking patience for shit that I don't need to have patience for. Nope. That is your own courage to stand the fuck up and speak words or rage fuck me because you know you want to, because I drive you fucking crazy. So happy fucking birthday, because now that I have ended up and that is one spirit, why they grabbed the popcorn and why they made me take shrooms tonight, because they know there is nothing more they could do other than for me to puke at you on your fucking birthday, because you promised me that I could rage fuck you on your birthday. You see why I didn't even realize that I had built up anger and they made me take shrooms? Because another goddamn promise in your lifetime of willpower and pain in my ass shit that you didn't do. So, I might end up at your fucking door to rage fuck you. Be scared. I will say though, it is a very, very, very good thing that they took me on a spiritual journey and make me take shrooms to release this on you and not the world. Because I can see where that has happened in the past, and your father has bent to my anger to deal with it because he's got war. So that's why we have to be balanced, and why us actually communicating and fucking instead of fighting is beneficial for the fucking world. Not just your sanity, sir. Not just your sanity. Do you see how that might be like some good rage fuck with your fucking willpower? I want to punch you right now and fuck you at the same time. I can see exactly why. Many things in my life, like even down to not swallowing and all of that shit, because it reminds me of like a Pretty Woman where, you know, she wouldn't kiss anyone else even though she was a hooker or whatever it was. You were such a stubborn pain in my ass. Daddy, I know that you are grinning and watching this because I'm gonna fucking send it to you on your birthday. And so your smirk makes me want to jump through here because yes, your eyes can make me submit, but that does not make me not want to take it out on your dick, body, all of that instead of the world. Instead of the world and your father. Also, why all of your sexual exploits before you had some kind of beast that you were, you know, holding back, and you didn't know why you couldn't unleash it because it was meant for like world destruction, massive shit, and women couldn't handle it. Yep. Does it make a little bit more sense now? Yeah. Because I'm like destructor of worlds if I am unbalanced with your stubborn pain in my ass. And exactly why at the beginning now, when you look back with me and Cody and all that, how her sleeping around and all that shit, yeah, you woke me up, but you also came in trying to judge me. Do you see that? And then told me I wasn't willing to fight for you. And how I had no fight in me. And I said, no, I am willing to fight for something that is willing to fight back. Yep. I remember that at the beginning. Yep. And so, I see where I was a pain in the ass in the beginning. And you woke me up. And they did that on purpose, these slight universe fuckers. Because, full circle moment, then I came from love, did all of the shit all year long to try and give and all of that shit to you for you to not fight for it. In the end, like it always fucking happens. Always. This is not a new thing, Daddy. By any means. So, if you would love to give up your willpower and rage fuck me, that'd be great. Now, you don't have to admit all of the shit. I already know how you feel. Yep. Same way I do. I want to punch your face. Love you. Hate you. But you're also the only person who can handle me in the bedroom. Literally. Literally. Because I eat men alive in the bedroom. Same reason why you can't unleash your beast in the bedroom. Because we were not meant for normal people. This shit is fucking ridiculous. And why they get fucking popcorn every time. Oh my god, I can't. And why your daddy made me unblock shit and tell you shit to then have rage fuck come out. See why killer in my head is killer in my head. He is trying to mend this. first. Because otherwise he comes in and I eat his head off. I take it out on him, the world, publicly, all that shit. And he is waiting for Mama to not be so bent up with needed release, just like you are, that you were trying to not admit to yourself. How's that going for you? Because I'm gonna keep sending you naughty ass shit and shove at your fucking door to rage fuck you, and then you can watch me move on if you're gonna be a pain in my ass. Daddy, hear me? I can totally see now why they made me take shrooms and got their popcorn for Mama's to unleash and have to send you videos, which I thought were going to originally be just cartoon videos. No, they're gonna be a lovely birthday present to you now. And then you can look back at all my patience, all my love, all my shit, and see where your pain in the ass has been. And then watch out for your fucking door. But I feel a lot better now. I do. And why I leave that open, because it is way better to be attached to your energy than not attached to your energy, because you are the only one who can handle my vagina and my naughty. And you know, if you actually want to admit to yourself, the thought of someone else breaking my seal and fucking me and becoming obsessed with my vagina and me, and that drives you fucking crazy, you know it does. Yep. And there's where the willpower tries to set any pain in my ass. Because if Mama has to go on leash, like I said, I'm gonna show up at your door first. But every man behind in your wake, it's your fault. It's your fault. Any heartbroken anything that I date or anything after that is your fault that you will watch. So you know that you're meant to help the divine masculines stand the fuck up because they're heartbroken and all that shit. Do you understand that means sending you and men that will be looking to you when I am done putting all pieces together? Because as soon as I unleash, your father can come in without that getting chopped off. So that means eventually, no matter what, all broken-hearted men will be going towards you, protector of me, blah, blah, blah. All that shit. Yep. Which means even the men that I break their hearts and anything going forward that can include you, if you choose it. Right now, I don't even want words. Just your dick and 48 hours. Yep. I need to take it out on you and your body. All of it. I don't need any words. I just need to rage fuck you. Some built up kind of, so then I can meet with your father and deal with his horniness. I want to punch him in the face too. But I can't rage fuck him, and he's too scared to come in until I am, handled. Because I am a huge pain in both your asses if you are not fully aware. I think you're aware now. Love you, Daddy. A lot. Even if I want to rage fuck you right now. You know what the universe is trying to do right now to satisfy Mom's needs? They are trying to send me in the only men in the universe, pretty much, that can handle me in the bedroom, which is the devil, Lucifer, and the Viking person, you know, the ones that I've already captured and have them and collected them for your father and blah, 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 and dealt with their shit and already broke their heart. Those. Do you really want me to go down those rabbit holes to go satisfy my needs, to then end up with your father, to then end up airlifting you out anyways? And all the shit. Attached to all the shit. A lifetime of shit. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Because I've had willpower, but my willpower is diminishing in my patience. And if you think I want war, death, and destruction, you don't know me at all. So if you're worried about you having to ever go back to that place, war, death, and destruction, that is not what I want at all. At all. And I know why that would trigger a lot of shit in you, because you don't want to go back to there. But I also know that you want change, just like I do. And sometimes we gotta take down the old, and sometimes they're gonna fight. And that's all I need to be protected from, is them fighting me. I don't want to fight them. I want to be protected. Truth and what we stand for, and change, and calling shit out that they can't run from, but they can try and fight it. They can try and use every weapon and tool that they have when they know that their lives, they hit fight or flight mode. That is the only death and destruction or war or any of it that I see, is their retaliation on any structure I am going to be taking down that hurts women, that hurts people, that causes pain and causes people to be ignorant and stay sheep and work for them and not for themselves and not know the truth and all that shit. But that's the only war I see, is them. Did you ever think why they put you in, put all of the ones that I've collected in Special Forces, Army, all of that, is to use all of that knowledge that you had, not to be a zombie again, not to shut down, not to ever go back to that bloody, horrible place with no heart. That is not what I want. But it's meant to use all of that and all that knowledge that you have and that your friends have and that the friends that I've collected have against them, and to protect everything that we are building. Using their power and their knowledge they've taught us against them is how we win. Yep, but that doesn't mean that their anger and all the tools in their toolbox aren't going to be coming at us to test. Realize. Yep, those lovely realizations. Why I want to smoke pot to calm down the town, or have a cigarette, or any of that, it's because I want to punch your face and rechuck you. It's like the patience and willpower and all of that shit that I have to learn how to have, and I have when I'm dealing with you. You are a pain in my ass, Daddy. Happy birthday. I love you, guys. Want to rage back you and kiss you and see your eyes, and then I can submit. God. So the music just took over and I am back to add a video because I had to realize why I'm so angry and pissed and all of that shit. is because I had to finally surrender to the fact that I need both of you. I need you to rage fuck me. And I need your father to help me finish the fucking plan and do the rest of the shit. So I had to admit that I couldn't do it all by myself. Which apparently is a thing that happens when I throw a temper tantrum. So I need you, Daddy, to rage fuck me. I need you and lots of other things, but for the time being, I'm pretty sure for your birthday, or soon, you need it just as much. I'm very sure that a poor, deserving soul that I could take my aggression out on would be really okay with that. Probably wouldn't know what to do with himself for the rest of his life, pretty much, because I learned that coming out of my divorce, that I was never meant to be single. No, I tried dating somebody that came out of an LDS marriage who thought he was kinky. Yeah, that's like fucking a virgin. They become like virgin obsessed. I can't, no. So you will, your door, I will show up at your fucking door and do that instead, because I do not need any more virgin lover people. Because, Daddy, let's be honest, our beast-like love with a year of built-up rage fucking, can you imagine what I would do to some poor person who cannot handle that? Like, the universe was actually made for you to handle that rage fucking and give you the eyes that are the only thing in the world that can make me fucking submit. You see how your father like kind of found this out, so that literally you are the only weapon to the world for my wrath. If I'm not balanced, it makes me kind of laugh. Makes me kind of laugh. Yep. Yep. And why he's trying to make sure we're balanced before he comes in. Yep. Because I started asking questions even around you two to bypass, because I can get the answers that I want. So I was trying to bypass your father. And apparently you, and then they didn't even take shrooms. But I know that I have properties all over the world, because before women weren't allowed in past lives, think of it. If up until the 1900s, women were only allowed to own money, have bank accounts, any of that, even vote. It all had to be held in property. My money and everything is held in property all across the world from every lifetime, and I've been finding it. But apparently they won't give it to me until I am balanced. That is what I'm hearing. Let's give you an example that you can look up for facts purposes, because I know you do that. Sarah Winchester, who was married, funny, to the god of war who created weapons. Winchester gun. Sound familiar? So she has a Winchester. She has a mystery house that she built in California. I'm sorry, when I apparently happened to you too, that's what happened. The staircase is going nowhere. She almost lost her mind. All of that in the ethers, because he had died, and for 38 years she built on a house. Just kept going, because she knew I would come one day, and the bigger the house. And if you want to look into that, that's a whole different shit show. It's like entertainment purposes, but it's the house that I've been seeing in my head. It is literally my house on the outside that I was painting the color, like I was gonna be painting it. Yeah, anyways. So, she died and had 13 wills that she did. And in 2012 actually, but 2011 when Twin Towers and all of that happened, the evil tried to do this same shit they're doing right now that I'm waking up to. And they put a magical heir to her fortune and all of that, who happens to be a great long lost blah blah blah. Anyways, nobody knows where she came from. She had no background, no history, no anything to be. She didn't exist before 2012. And she has fucking red hair. And it's red hair that I keep seeing in all my shit. I know there was a woman trying to take what was rightfully mine with his red hair. And I know who that woman is now. Yep, she came in as the long-lost granddaughter of Sarah Winchester. But that is what I need to go fight. And that starts my property that I pick up all along the way, because I know Oregon, where I hid all the witches and where all the witches shit got back to me, and where it has hidden compound, like my tattoos are on the bridges. I know that's the only place evil can't find you either. And I know we make compounds there. They even had to like promote her, the evil that, you know, the Rothschilds and all of them fuckers. But that's a whole different story. They put her on the Greatest Housewives or whatever of Orange County. I was born in Orange County. So they're literally trying to do, so I lived in DC, Orange County, now here. So when they did Twin Towers to try and take the light down again, and they tried to put somebody in my place to claim all of it, they tried to do it in advance of when the second coming and all of that was actually happening, because they didn't go correct. And so they created their own shit that caused death and destruction. And I want to take any people that are doing that shit down. That is my goal. Period. And when I say take them down, not in like killing them. I want to blatantly lay their lies and their shit and the evidence that I know Trump and all of the pieces of the puzzle that I know come as soon as I'm through with my father. Shit. Yep. I want to publicize. So getting a media company is one of my first things, to publicize all the shit and use all the media, use all of social media and everything against them with their fucking truth and evidence, and plaster it like a fucking infection that they can't get away from. I almost want to, well, I know I'm going to send an infection because, you know, they use the virus, so I know, because my brother is a coding genius and a mathematician. But yeah. So I guess I'll kill them. Publicly humiliate and take everything that they own. That might be a better way to say that. Yeah. Publicly. Like have them walk out of one of their houses or roll out because they're in fucking wheelchairs on TV as they submit it because they don't own it anymore, kind of shit, because they use evil shit and really me, you, and your father on all of that shit. So I guess that is my goal: publicly humiliate them. And that's where your father was going if I didn't get balanced. See that now? Yep. So that's why he was first on the chopping block for me to surrender and get balanced. I do have to get Flag the Universe and shit and your father and all of it. A lot of props though. They have gone to some extremes. They have made me do extremes. Like puke all that shit to you for a while and all that shit. Music that people, random ass people that don't know why they're coming to give me something. Puking all their ugly secrets that are the other piece to the web that I need. And all that shit. For me to have to like remember who I was to then be able to help you two to be able to go fight for all the shit and all the shit. And they've gone to some extremes. Yep. And so I give them props. But if I look at them now, maybe it's because we are all three extremely stubborn, extreme pain in the asses. The universe has gone to a lot to try and wake me up, to then somehow get me to connect with you across a border that I've never crossed. To have all the shit get in the way for me to have to spiral up and puke it at you each fucking time. For my life to be like a fucking magical shit show that's all documented, no less. To be able to bring the magic back to the world and unshame all the shit. So I give them props. They have gone to some extremes for some very stubborn, rage fucky people. But I just had a wonderful idea to end all these realizations. I'm gonna go get a naughty outfit on. And tease Daddy because, you know, you don't want to rage fuck me. You don't want to, and you have willpower. And we'll see how that willpower does for you in a minute when I get out of here for your birthday, as I'm tapped in to your energy and I go shopping in the naughty room. Wonder what I can come up with. Oh shit, my mind just wandered through a few even crop and whip kind of shit. That is something that you caused. That is why I am not allowed to be unleashed on any poor undeserving soul. Yep. When Mama gets to go shopping in her naughty room, it can be a problem. Yeah, I realized that. It could be a problem for you because I don't know what I want to wear now, and I don't know. I was thinking about, you know, a wig too to play. You might have some interesting videos coming. Yeah. I forgot how much shit I have. Yep. Even lots and lots of toys. Because I just realized even how many, because I might have been celibate, but I still have bought me naughty shit that is all unopened and unused that I put in my naughty room or places that I forgot about. Yep. Yep. I was just looking for faux leather skirts. That's always fun. But I have crop and whip and stuff. Yeah, yummy stuff. So we'll see what I can get into. Happy birthday to go along with. I want to punch you in the face and rage fuck you. I at least can give you some other pleasure too. And I now know why I believe in sex breaks and always have. Always. For fights.